A very warm welcome to this World Game Changers podcast, where your host, Paul D. Lowe, embraces many crucial conversations that compassionately contribute towards creating a better life and world. Paul's intention's very simple: to help get people's inspirational insights and motivational messages out into the world, so others may benefit.
Welcome back to another World Game Changers podcast, Relationship Edition. My name is Bob Conlin. I am a life, love, and leadership champion, an author, a coach, a father, a husband, and lover of all things relationship. Full transparency, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning here, and I can't sleep. I don't know why, but I woke up and the topic of heartbreak is on my mind and heart this morning. I have a client that I'm working with right now that's going through a pretty hard breakup of with a person that he tremendously loved, and it's as amicable as it can be. It's a breakup, but it just reminded me of previous heartbreak in my own life. And I don't know if that's what has me awake this morning super early, but I'm guessing that it might be. So I figured, hey, why not come on and talk about heartbreak? And I want to share a bit of my forthcoming book, Why My Relationships Suck. I have a chapter on heartbreak in there, and my invitation is always to look at the opportunity, right? Always to see what's possible in our challenges, what's possible in our lives. And heartbreak is one of the biggest gifts that we can use to catalyze change in our life and relationships. And it hurts. It can suck, it can be really hard. And when we're ready to see the possibility in it, again, there's a lot of gold there. So I want to share a little bit about what's in my book when I talk about heartbreak. And it's really an invitation. I look at heartbreak as an invitation, and the invitation is to allow and embrace all of the heartbreak, to step into it 100% and allow your heartbreak to happen freely. And you might currently be going through a heartbreaking episode. You might be connected to a past heartbreak, whatever it is and wherever you're at. My invitation is to step 100% into it and allow it. Feel every bit of it. Every corner of your torn apart weeping heart, the dark, the shielded, angry, devastated, I will never love again, brokenness of it all. Feel it, sob, scream until your throat hurts, cry whenever, wherever. Get so angry you see red, swear off love forever, get it out, feel it. Feel the thoughts of how it went, how you'll never get over this, or how you were so stupid and blind to let this happen to you. I know in my previous relationships and previous heartbreaks, one of the things I would do is look at how I caused it, or look at how what I did or didn't do created this experience for me, which is not always totally fair to oneself, but there's 2 inputs in any relationship. And, I think it's important to own your part of it, but not have to take 100% responsibility for it, which goes against what I typically say. But relationships are dynamic. Heartbreak's dynamic, and there's lots of inputs going on. So, you feel the missed opportunities to do, say, or be a different version of yourself that may have prevented the heartbreak, a version that would have prevented this, feel the hollowness and tension in your body, get it all out and feel it. And when you think you're done, go back in and feel more of it. However your heartbreak physically manifests itself, be with it and be with all of it. And I'm sorry it happened. I'm sorry it's happening to you if it's currently in this process, and it will get better. Even though you may not believe it will, it does. And take a brief moment to remember time, perhaps the first time your heart was broken. How did it go? How is it now? It took time, but most of us get better most of the time on our own. Your heartbreak did not last forever. It won't last forever. You may need to seek professional help, working with a therapist or a coach, or perhaps even a doctor to get medical treatment. But we do get over it. You will too, and it's going to probably be a little hard in the meantime. But allow this heartbreak to happen completely and just embrace it. Time will heal your wounds. And, I know for me, when my heart's been broken, it's such a physical manifestation. That hollowness and emptiness inside my chest. The hollowness was deafening. I don't know how else to say it, but it was like all consuming. And there's so much despair. And ultimately, what I want to just share with it was how much of a gift heartbreak is and can be. Heartbreak can really be the catalyst for change, as I said, in your relationships. It can give you the opportunity to look at, hey, what worked? What didn't? Who was I being that may have caused this or contributed to it? Not from a place of blame or a place of shame, but from a place of curiosity. Where can I grow from this experience? And ultimately, that's my invitation again to you, is embrace it and learn from it and grow from it. That wisdom that you will generate from your broken heart will support you in every relationship you have moving forward. How could it not? Right. And I'll say typically, after a difficult heartbreak, I know I would tend to be very protective of my tenderness, very protective of my tender heart, and not want to open it back up to love, open it back up to the possibility of love. And I think that's a normal progression of heartbreak. And again, it's the opportunity to not shut down, not build the wall, not completely close yourself off. One of the most beautiful things we get to experience as human beings is love. And if you love, your heart's going to get broken. It's almost a guarantee. Love is the greatest gift of being human. And it's also comes with one of the greatest costs. If you allow love into your life, your heart will get broken. What you love will end. It's a fact. If your relationship lasts until the final minute, the final day, you or your partner is alive, if you make it until the death do us part, that's going to lead to heartbreak, grief, loss. So why are we so surprised when it happens? And why are we so surprised when our heart gets broken? It's inevitable. So embrace your heartbreak, embrace the opportunity that it is, and do your best to take care of yourself and to love yourself through this. And on the other side of your heartbreak is likely a transformed, elevated version of love for you. And it's a courageous act to accept that invitation. It's a courageous act to love after loss. to love after heartbreak. And as you experience your heartbreak, the natural tendency is to not allow it or not be with it, to distract yourself, to shut down. That heartbreak is a threat that you either avoid or that you'll attack with anger, resentment, fear, discontent. Again, it's normal to protect yourself, but that protection comes at a cost. You never fully deal with or heal or learn from the experience. And there's a tremendous benefit to step into the discomfort of your heartbreak. And ultimately, it's one of the most courageous acts of self-love. You'll begin to learn and understand yourself in ways that only an experience like this could provide. There's no other experience like heartbreak. No other experience. You will learn to love yourself and become the one for you. The one that gets to support you by creating stronger relationships with a little more courage and a little more heart. So if you are in an experience of heartbreak, know that you will be okay. Know that one day you will grow from this experience. And that love is one of the greatest gifts, if not the greatest gifts of being human. So don't give up on love. Love is still possible. Don't give up on yourself. What you learned in your heartbreak is a gift. I fully believe that. So maybe a little somber tone tonight. Maybe it's, it being 2:00 in the morning. Maybe it's my empathic nature feeling the heartbreak of my client. But know that I'm here for you. If you need to talk or need to have a deeper conversation about your heartbreak, feel free to reach out. You can find me at conlincoaching.com. I'm all over social media as well. If you want to find me, you will not have a problem doing so. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to connecting, and keep bringing that courage. Keep bringing that courage. Heartbreak is a gift. Take care.
Thanks very much for listening to this World Game Changers podcast episode. Hopefully you found it interesting and helpful. Drop a line to paul@worldgamechangers.org with any thoughts or questions you may have, and he'll be more than happy to respond. Remember, the world is changing. How will you respond?